start recording class, so I won't forget. So you guys can view it afterwards if you need to. So I'm going to mute all of you guys who's watching online, and I can mute you guys over here in the class, so we can make noise if you want. But if you have anything that you want to say or want to add, feel free to use the chat box on the top right in your app. Okay, so one more thing. Okay, we don't care about the videos, that's fine. All right, so I'm going to start. So today, what we're going to do, we're going to go over lead funneling and lead management. Okay, lead funnel and lead management. And the reason is, you know, we work so hard to create those leads and what have you, and then, okay, we get it, and then we forget about it. Or we follow up, and then we forget to follow up afterwards, right? There's no consistency. And let's just face it, it can be overwhelming if you take all those pieces together, you know, and all the data, it can be overwhelming once again, this whole process. So how can we automate? How can we automate parts of it, and then how can we create some kind of a follow-up? Or at least partially automatic. That's what I'm talking about mostly. Do you want to just close the door just in case it's again a little noise? Thank you. All right. So, okay, cool. Alison, good to have you as well. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to use Alison Silverman's profiles to show you a couple of things. Here. Okay. Hey, Randy, thumbs up if you see my my screen. Okay, thank you. Perfect. All right. So today I'm gonna work mostly off L2L, listening to leads, lead management and or funneling and listing marketing system. My KW. Soon to be KW command. It's all going to transition very, very soon, but we still have the basic things over here. I just want to show it to you. And this is just the face for L2L. Whatever you promote and advertise on your Facebook business page lands over here. So I'm going to show you a couple of things as well. So first of all, just make sure. Okay, no question. Perfect. So if I'm here and listening to leads, and you all have the accounts or whoever chose to subscribe to it, if you don't have it yet, it means that it's still being built for you, and we're going to train you for that as well. So here, as you know, once you have listings at the tab at the top, the tab at the top, it all drops over here. Every time you have a new listing, or if you load something like off market, it all basically everything is automatic from the MLS. You don't have to put it over here manually. It all feed from your MLS here, and every time you have any type of change, so it's automatically feed. Now here, for example, I see there's coming soon. So this is like one property that. One property that Alison added, most likely manually, to promote it in the future, right? So that can be entered manually. So if you go to listings over here, if you have add listing, you can click over here and do like add listing, which is manual, off market, coming soon, whatever, and then grab active listing, which is if you click on it, it put a zip code and the MLS listing ID. The only trick over here, that's how they function, at least for now. Hopefully it's going to change in the future. It has to be active on Trulia as well, on Trulia.com. Okay? If it's not, it won't be able to grab it. If once again to grab it in active listing, that's how you can promote existing listing that is out there. Okay? I'm just going to skip this one for a second. So this is like I'm not going to teach you right on the whole thing over here, but that's just like the overview. Now, one important piece is when you go on the top right to the little person icon, which is you, and you click on profile. So you're supposed to have everything over here set up properly, and the social media accounts and the whole all good stuff, and all the posting, of course. As you can see, Alison's Facebook business page is connected, and also her Twitter and LinkedIn. Actually, yeah, it's all connected. I'm sorry, actually, LinkedIn is not connected for some reason. Alison, maybe we need to reconnect you at one point. Not sure why this got disconnected. In any case, this is the most important piece over here that we're going to talk about is over here. Even though every time you do promote something or post something or you have something from the MLS, it will syndicate to those three, which is very, very, very powerful. So I'm going to jump right now to Alison's Facebook business page. And as you can see, that's the last thing that she did. She did the price reduction on the MLS, and it syndicates to L2L, that then syndicated to Facebook. Okay, this is auto post. Now the beautiful thing is that you also, part of the package that we provide, you get the text feature. So someone can text this number to this number, and she's going to get the lead, right? Let me just go back to see if you guys have any questions. Okay, we have 2 questions. Oh, never mind. Alison just saying that it's all good. All right. So this is the first piece. Now, here, when I go back to L2L, extremely, extremely important, and I'm going to show you how if you don't know how. Over here at this tab, CRM and integration, you're going to click on it. You need to add lead emails, lead forwarding emails. Now, all of you, as being KW, you have the KW, the EH email. I'm going to show you how to find it. And I also recommend to add your KW email, okay? Because that's what's going to link to the KW command at one point, like the EH is doing. Follow me? Okay. So how do we go about that? I'm going to go for a second here to MyKW, and just once again, MyKW, just log in as nothing too complicated over here, and then here at the center, the EH control panel, okay, you can basically click on any piece over here. I'm just going to click on on the view contacts, okay, on the view contacts over here. Hold on for a second, maybe it kicked me out. View contacts, okay, and it's going to take me to the EH panel. So right now I'm the EH control panel, okay, and it's going to upload some things over here in a second. Now on the top right, I have account. I'm going to click on the account, and then go to my account, and it's going to open the settings in a few seconds. Okay, as you can see, this is the main page of the EH control panel, my account, and under settings, what I have over here is EH email. You see that? You see that over here? That's the EH email. And this is the email you want to copy and paste to L2L, the first email. Oh, it doesn't really matter. They're all going to go fit the same way. Second email, as I mentioned, your KW email. Now, if you're using any kind of other CRM, for example, as you can see, like, Follow-Up Boss, or Realty Juggler, or Market Leader, or 5 Street, or whatever, a Lion Desk, or whatever, and you have like a lead capture email, that's basically what it means. It's like an email that every time that this email gets interaction by some kind of a lead of some kind, can be database such as email, a name, and cell phone number, address, it forwards that to the dedicated CRM. Okay, that's why our EH, that's the KWRealty.com, and you all have it. All right, we just don't use it on a regular basis. So that's that. So you put it over here for save, and it's saved over here. Now let's see how it works. So what I want you to do, well, not all of you, please. Let's say, actually, someone in the class over here. Okay, here, I want you to, Anand, I want you to text then the recipient, the number is 25678. Whoever's watching, just don't do it. Don't do it right now. I don't want to overwhelm Alison. Yeah, 25678, and the message
2578.
25678. Okay, and the message is 112115. 115.
And it was just 25678.
Yeah, 25678. Okay, send it, and then I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. Okay, what did you get?
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Okay,
so cool.
give it to me for a second. So she got. Randy, can you see me? Thumbs up if you can see me, right? Okay. So she sent the text and she got this whole response like in 2 seconds right away. Okay. And if I'm gonna click on the link, it's gonna take her to the landing page, the website for that specific property. Okay. Now Alison just sent over here on the thread, and I got the lead text. Okay. So Alison got the lead text basically. All right. So that's the first thing that really happened. That's the first way to capture by the text. Now let me go and explore with you how it looks like. That's not good. Second. Randy, thumbs up if you can see my screen right now. Randy, thumbs up. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I just want to make sure. All right. So let's go to L2L, and I'm going to click on leads over here at the top. And what I'm going to see is that at the top, you see August 2nd. Actually, one of you in Long Beach also sent this text by mistake, which is fine too. Alison, whoever has the phone number 562-301-9983, you see, and then the second one's Anat over here in the room with me from the 818. So she got those 2 leads right away to on her stuff, right? Now that's like just one thing that came from that. The second thing is what I want to check is going back to the KW website. Just give it a second over here. I'm going to click on new leads. Now I don't know if those leads will come through because it's a text. I don't know. No, it actually did not. Okay, so now we know that specifically the KW email being used by L2L does not going to will not forward you text leads. Okay, it's going to forward you only email leads. I'm going to show you in a second how. But the L2L, and of course, to your cell phone and email, you're going to get this notification. Now let's go back again. I'm here. Let's go just to a different property, just to here. Let's say this one is just sold in West Hills, whatever. Let's say I'm going to click on it, and it's going to open this capture page. It asks me to put a property address, whatever. Let's put the office address over here. I'm going to put the office address. I'm going to put go. You see, this one forced me to log in with Facebook, which I don't want. So let me try. I'm going to try a different one. Open house. So let's go to this one. And you see, this one gave me the option also to use your email. So I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to write Meny Atias, and I'm going to write my email, phone number, okay, and get information now. And when I got the information, now I'm getting, Alison, hey, thank you so much. And then I'm going to get the landing page for the property over here, right? All the good stuff. Now, let's see what happened Number one over here, I'm going to just refresh this page for a second. Boom. You see over here, she got this lead from me right away. Okay. And I'm going to go right now to her KW. Or we're going to maybe get, going to give it a second. We're going to give it a few seconds over here with the KW, but the lead was supposed to come over here as well, which this is really what I want to show you. So we're going to give it a second, because you see over here with the leads, there's nothing much you can do with the leads over here in L2L. There's no like drip campaigns or follow-up or whatever. Of course, you're going to get the lead as a text right away, so you should follow up right away, even if it's like only an email. Email right away. Hey, John, thank you for reaching out. We got this property, blah, blah, how can I help you? By the way, there's no way to notice for sure, right? If you get a lead that is only an email, you don't know if, like there's no cell phone, you don't know if the person has iPhone or something else, Samsung in most cases, right? However, in most cases, if they have an iPhone, sometimes that's going to be the email that they're using as your profile, which means that you can send, you can use this email as a text. So put this email as a text recipient, okay, and just send a text to that email versus email to email. Okay, so the person is going to get a text right away anyways without giving you a cell phone number. Let's go back to eEdge. You know what? Maybe because I already used this email, you see, I'm going to click on new leads. I used this email before, this morning just to test it out. You see over here, and she got it. Let me try. I'm going to go again. I'm going to do it once again. Alison, sorry for the harassment over emails. Deal with it. Here, whatever. It's the same property. I'm going to click. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to use a different email for a second. Okay. John Buyer, whatever. I'm going to do like, there's a fake email. Okay, and then get information now. Okay, listing to leads. You see John Buyer is over here. It's like a fake thing. And then let's look at KW. Maybe it will take a second. It should go through. It should go through right now. To give it a few seconds because I just use like a different email. And then, we're going to take it from there. Let's see if we have any questions so far. Nothing yet. Okay, so the KW system is a bit slower on this end. It's going to go through at one point. It should, gone faster. But let me take you, and I'm definitely going to follow up, so don't you worry about it. But let me just take you for a second to this part. So you see, like here it is. Here it is, John Buyer. See, like over here. Okay, it's over here, John Buyer. It went through. The other one didn't go through, I think, because I just used the same email. Okay, so the system over here, the KW system said, like, hey, you already have this email, the same person. I don't need to add this person twice to the system, right? So John Buyer right now is a new lead for Alison. Right? So here, I can click on the contact over here right away. On this is once again eEdge. That's eEdge. Okay? And you can see that there's like a flow over here of like what happened. So there's what I can't see over here. Oh, here it is. Congrats! You just received a new lead, and then it shows me the lead source. And then there's a new contact, and there's a note, and then what have you. So here you can add different tags, add the person to a group, whatever you need to do to make sure that you understand where this lead came from. Now, as important is to add this person to a campaign. which honestly I don't know how to do it from here because they keep changing the look of it. So let me just take a look for a second. If one of you know how to do it, you can share with us. Don't see it over here. This is the all transactions. I'm trying to find a way to how to attach campaign to this person from your EH campaigns, which are still working and they're pretty phenomenal. I will have to get back to you on that one. Let me see if the follow-up is over here. No, this is like a follow-up over here. This is like another useful tool, by the way, the follow-up wizard. When you're doing more in follow-up, what you can do is just to set like a follow-up basically that you want to have, let's say, a call or whatever it is, you can send an email or whatever. It's going to show you basically, like a calendar invite or reminder later on. So let me see if this is the marketing. Okay, it's over here, guys. They just once again keep changing the logos for some reason. So you can see over here it says add to marketing. So if you're going to click on it, right now it shows me that let's say, well, I don't have Polly's birthday, but I can add this person as a buyer to buyer 1 or buyer 2, buyer 3. Those are different steps that Allison already built or just initiated, enabled in the system. I'm going to show in a second if you don't know, if you don't remember how to do it, and then seasonal or monthly newsletters, whatever it is, just to add this person. So this person moving forward, we're going to start to get stuff from you automatically. So even if you forgot to follow up or it was like a bogus or there's no response, this person is going to keep getting stuff from you on a regular basis. Okay. Any questions so far? No. Okay. So I'm going to go back to EH, and you can see over here that on the marketing tab at the top, okay, at the top there's marketing tab. You're going to go to either marketing center or manage campaigns. I'm not sure why it's blank like that. You see, and over here you can see, my campaigns, and those are the campaigns that Allison enabled basically, or if you want to add a new campaign, top right, add new campaign over here, and from the left you can choose type of campaigns or whatever, or you have different collections, buyers, sellers, or whatever, which you can just scroll down over here and see what you wanna add, right? So let's say seasonal tips or homeownership and so on and so forth, right? There's a lot of stuff, a lot of content over here as well. Now, there's not connection yet. There's no connection yet between MyKW, the existing system, to the command, the new system. Okay, this is the Allison's KW command. I hope that they will link the EH lead email that I just showed you to command, or what I've heard, but it's not confirming it, that the KW email is going to be your lead email. Okay, so it's going to start to funnel to build a database for you as you go. But in any case, what I recommend to do once you get the lead, in a few seconds, okay, click on contacts, and then top right, add the contact, and then once again you're gonna copy paste or you type it in the contact that you received from the lead earlier, right? And whatever information over here, and then you're gonna create it. And then once the lead was created, or you can do it partially before as well, but you can go to the lead and then add do an edit over here, and add tags, right? You can add new tags or whatever it is that you want to do. But L2L lead or buyer lead or specific property lead, whatever you want to define it as, add as much information as possible. As important, as important, what you want to do is add neighborhood. This is extremely important because they keep building those pieces together and basically show you a lot of the client, a lot of like valuable information that's going to be very, very unique as the system will grow. So when you add the neighborhood, so let's say this lead, for example, you always want to go to the map. So find the map, and let's say this lead was a specific property in that specific area, whatever. Let's say it was Encino. That was where the property was, for example. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to zoom in to the area, and because this platform is picked from next door, so it doesn't just give you the whole city. It breaks down everything to neighborhoods. Okay, so Encino is not just Encino. You got a lot of parts of Encino. So let's say this property will, I can either add all those parts of Encino, whatever, or just one area, and then I'm gonna press save. Okay, and then I'm done, basically. Okay, right now this person is gonna get like once a month some kind of a report from me that shows stats about this property. Okay, so yeah, hold on for a second. Okay, questions so far? Yes.
Can you filter it to specifics of what the buyer is looking for? Bedroom count, price?
The question was, can I filter the search by categories? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out. So, Alison, don't have this one set up yet. Let me see if I can set it up. Hold on first. So I'm on the contact. And I have this one. Ooh, what was that? Okay. Okay, I'm over here. I'm trying to see if I can break down the report to add more information. So let me see. Let's see what the Kelly guide is. I might not be able to do it right now because I don't have all of Alison's information, but you see here, it's called Smart Plans. Smart Plans is what you want to activate for sure. So if I'm going to go and get started, so you see I have to add all of the information. It won't let me go moving forward if I'm not going to do it. But you have to go to the Smart Plans to see how it looks like step by step. I did show it one time in the past. And let me try actually to show you. I'll try to log into mine. Okay, I'm logging into mine right now, just to show you how it looks like when it's fully configured. So when you're here, if you go to the View Kelly Guide, that's interesting because mine is configured. Okay, it is. There it is. So see, it's all the information is over here. This is how it's going to look like. How the person is going to get the bio piece, and then I'm going to, I'm just going to do skip for a second. Then configure email, whatever, continue. Now here is a smart plan. This is the template basically how it looks like. So you can add, you see, to your contact. monthly nurture, bi-weekly nurture, quarterly call plan, long-term nurture, midterm nurture. They used to be only like one thing. Right now they have like 5 pieces. Soon, all the drip campaign is going to be here. It's going to be phenomenal. So I recommend at least the very least, do a monthly nurture, right? And let's say over here, I have bi-weekly. It says like, this is a bi-weekly email that helps you reach out to clients, leads, or recruits to show real-time market data specific to their neighborhoods. Cool. Let me see. View steps. There's a reminder, bi-weekly nurture, 2 weeks delay, and then repeat. This one over here, 4 weeks delay, repeat. So it just like breaks down the basics of what it is. So let's see here. I'm going to add a contact over here. So I'm going to add. Let me. What can I bug? Drake Cruz. Sorry, Drake. Oh, you actually already have things for me. Let me bug Jazzy. Sorry, Jazzy. I'm going to bug you.
Hi.
Okay, so then I'm going to add her to Smart Plans. Okay, so now twice a month she's going to get stuff from me. Okay, she's going to, she's probably going to say, hey, I'm sending the emails from you. What is that? But that's pretty much what it is. And then at the top it says, one contact was added to the Smart Plan, blah, blah, blah. Great. I can close this one and next. And then over here, just have a summary of what it is. Smart Plan summary, marketing profile summary. So you see, like you go through those pieces, continue, and then that's it. Those are new thing. It wasn't here last time. I told you they always keep doing things. So over here, don't want to even go there right now to this rabbit hole. Not yet, but. This one, new template, this is, it takes you to the Sketch House, which is, replaced Mikey Lewis Marketing Suite, so you can do gazillion, designs for postcards and flyers, and even better, social media, Instagram story, Facebook story, Twitter, whatever, by the dimensions of those things. And, hey Dan, Hey, Joanne right now, not anymore. And then you can, those 2 things are new. Beef up your Smart Plans. I don't even know what it is. And then your IDX sites. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to go there because that's a whole different topic, and I have to do some research before I'm showing you something that I don't know. So once again, just to recap what we did. We went to L2L. We showed that here you can configure through the settings your lead email by going to the CRM integration section, adding your lead email. Okay, you already have it. And that will take you or get leads directly to your EH. Your EH, if you go to, recently, let me see if it's recently active, to your EH, to your MyKW lead base or database, it's going to send leads automatically to that system over here. Actually, right now it's my system anyways. And of course, the trap page, the landing page, have been fed from either Facebook business page or Twitter or LinkedIn. Or any other source, even Instagram, you can do that if you're going to post those pieces over there and put those capture pages by the URL. Wherever you're going to post and promote, that's going to have, you're like throwing like nets of data, and someone's going to get caught in that, and you're going to get the lead. So what I showed you basically is just how to automate part of it and how to assign. Still, right, in both elements, right now, a campaign through EH, because there's still more of smarter campaigns, more developed, and copy-paste the link right away, the lead in your KW command. Don't wait for it to be fully operational. It's partially operational, so start to build your database, and then assign a neighborhood, based on the area that the person was looking for, and then start to do a smart plans right away to do, if it's a hot valid, I will do bi-weekly. Like every 2 weeks, bam, bam, stats. Don't hold back. It's worst case, the person gonna unsubscribe, gonna email you back, stop, harassing me, whatever, it doesn't really matter, but that's added value. And then, of course, if you have the phone number, call. If you have a physical address, mail the letter, a postcard, whatever that might look like. Make sense? Questions so far? Is anybody in the group, and use the chat box, because I cannot see all of you and I cannot hear anybody currently because I muted you all. But is anybody using the any of those lead systems right now that want to share something? L2L that's working for you, or maybe the Edge campaigns, other tools. Anybody that want to share? Okay, 1 second. Yes, Coastal. Oh, you guys are muted over there. You need to unmute yourself if you want me to hear you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
Yes.
Diane.
I use L2L, Meny, and I found it to be very productive for me because it's doing the work for me. It's going out there. All my clients are, receiving this information that I have something posted, and they're sharing it with their friends. So it's working. It really is.
Correct. Yeah. And I want to second that because, there's a lot of ways to, once again, throw this net and catch fish. But this is massive because you don't really know what exposure you get. And also, if you're using L2L themselves, they're also promoting that. And there's a report that I'm getting. Drake, I'm gonna add you in a second to the conversation. We're getting like monthly reports from traffic reports, like to the brokerage, like where do you get most of the traffic or whatever. Zillow is usually the highest in most cases, but L2L is usually second. Before Realtor.com and anything else, it's pretty incredible. So I'm telling you guys, they have something good going on. Drake, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, so you mentioned something about traffic, to open houses.
Yes, so I try and run a coming soon, if time allows, for about the week prior to actually going live on the MLS. And then about 4 or 5 days out, I change that to the open house ticker time down. And the last 2 open houses that I've used for that, I've had 100 people last time in 3 hours. And the listing before that, I had probably close to 200 people over the weekend. Both of them using the LTL system. So I've got another one coming up that goes live next week. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be 3 for 3 with that type of promotion.
Now, when you promote it, do you also do paid promotion? Do you run some kind of a campaign?
Yes, I do both. I usually do like $35 for a lifetime budget for about 4 days. 10-mile radius of the property.
Nice. How much do you spend average, or more or less?
I'm sorry?
How much do you spend? How much do you invest?
Just like $35 for a lifetime budget.
Nice. Okay. And guys, you can spend like $10. You don't have to spend like that much, right? But even so, it's like only $35. It's like you said. And how many engagement do you get roughly? Do you have like a approximate number or exposure?
I'm sorry, it's hard to hear you.
I said roughly how much engagement do you get? Like how many views or touches for that ad?
Actually, it really varies. But usually with that, I'm getting at least 50 would be on the low side.
No, you get more than 50 because if you go to your ad, you see like the engagement, like how many people viewed or clicked.
Oh. I haven't checked on that. I haven't followed that.
Okay, so you should check it. Here's why. Let's say it was 300. It's more, but let's say 300. So when you do the math, it costs you 11 cents per lead. Okay, 11 cents. So it's like sending a postcard, but a postcard is going to cost you 50 cents or more. You follow me?
Yep.
Or if you say like, oh yeah, I'm getting 50. If you actually get like 50 leads, actual engagement, so it costs you 70 cents, 70 per lead.
That number that I'm sorry. Huh? That number that you're asking about, is that the one that is coming from the Facebook's ad manager, or is that something that's
Correct.
on the L2L?
Either or. If you actually get it, so L2L is the actual leads that's reaching out to you, so you can engage with them. So if you get 50, for example, you spend $35, 35 divided by 50, it's 70, 0.7, which is 70 cents per lead. Now, if you had to pay Realtor.com to get leads, you would pay 70. How much is that? It's I think $500 for 10 leads, or $700 for 10 leads, something like that. You pay like $70 or $50 per lead.
Okay, I just checked real quick, and on the last $35 campaign that I ran, according to my L2L campaign for that particular one, I had 231.
Okay, so that's 15 cents per lead. Okay, my point is, you're acting as a Realtor.com, as Zillow, as Trulia, instead of paying them to do the same thing for you and then selling those leads back to you. Okay, so totally worth it. And but once again, use it. You have to use the leveraging. So, Drake, thanks for sharing.
Sure.
All right, guys. Feel free to send me an email, text if there's a topic that you want to dig deeper. One thing that I just want to make sure that you know, you all got an email from Plester and KW about the Plester website and whatever. It's going away. That's correct. Done in October. But prior to that, we are going to work to launch the new website through the KW platform. Don't be nervous and don't be panicking or anything. It's all good. We're gonna figure everything out for you. The talent is gonna help you to transition smoothly. If you still want to keep your Plester, so they give you instructions what you want to do, I would hold off right now from paying anything or whatever. So hold off for a minute. Let us figure out what's the best solution or solutions are, and we're gonna let you know. All right, guys. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend, and go get some leads. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Thank you, guys.